Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to do 3 sets of earrings. I am going to revisit an old gemstone jewelry or gemstone orphanage box using the tubes that we have here, if some of you remembered, and I'm going to do a different design here. So I'm going to just call them my little tuber noodles because I'm cutting them in different sizes here. Also with the current for the May box, using this is the quartz, pink quartz, and it's in the heart shape, and going to use that faux leather strap. Now what I did was I shaped it into the shape that I wanted here, and what I did was put the pin down the middle, because there's actually, where the center is, there's a hole where you can actually slip a head pin or ball head pin through, and then I just curved it a little bit. Okay, so that earring is going to look like this. So if you guys can see, I just think it's so adorable. And with the butterfly ear wires here that came in that box, I'm going to use that so you can see that concave structure here, that shape here that I'm going to use with that. Okay, and then just put that aside for now, and then we're going to do something with just chain, something very elegant and simple but so pretty, and this one's going to be so fun and contemporary. So I want to start with this one, and then we'll get to this one, because this one's going to be a little bit more time consuming, but it's absolutely so fun. And so I'm just going to clear out this, bring this back, and we'll begin, and then we'll go on to the next. Okay? All right, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to start with this one here, and you guys will probably hear my AC in the background. Don't mind that, because it's kind of warm today, and it does get warm in my apartment. So so with this, if you do have this strap or any other faux leather strap, like I said, you can run that pin right down the middle. If you find that it's separating, just use a little bit of glue, like I did right here, because right in here it was just kind of separating a little bit. So I just put a little dab of glue in there and then cinched it closed. This way it won't, the eye pin won't slip through, this won't fall off, and having it curved like that kind of gives it a little bit more stability and keeping the eye pins there. Also, if you notice that I started to bend them forward so that they will be hanging straight down and or straight up when we go to connect the other pieces to it. So you'll see that I just kind of dipped them forward a little bit so that they're actually straight while the bar itself is bent. All right, so I had done this before I had the camera going, so I apologize, but it's very simple. You just slip that pin, if you have an eye pin, you'll just end up having to make a loop on the other one. If not, you just get yourself about a 2-inch and make your own little head pins, eye pins, and you'll be good to go. Okay, you'll need a jump ring. I got a 4mm jump ring. If you have a 4mm or smaller, that's great. We don't need some large jump rings. Any ear hook, of course, whatever color. If you're using silver or gold with this, I like gold with this. It looks pretty. I've used silver with other ones using this, so I chose to use gold this time. But this here is that beautiful little butterfly. So we have butterflies, we have flowers, and we have hearts. I just think it's so adorable and so fun. So with this one now, we are just going to make, since I don't have gold head pins, I do, but they're not the greatest of quality, and I would rather not have them with this. I want it to remain consistent with making the eye pins in here. So essentially it's the same. What we're going to do here is just make our own little head pin like I normally do. And let's see, just going to come in here and use my little Zuron pliers here. They are crimp pliers as well, but I am going to use the very small end because it is very tiny. And just kind of make a little round loop, because then I'm just going to go in and cinch this up. Hold on, let me just go a little bit more. And I'm just going to make that so that it doesn't fall out at the end of this heart. So hopefully it won't. We'll see. Alright, so that sits nice. So all you have is that little piece hanging out at the other end, which I think is still pretty that way anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and bend this. I'm going to make a loop. So you're going to need your regular tools that you would normally use. If you are new, we have round nose pliers, tweezer nose pliers. You'll need your flush cutters and things like that to start with. Okay, so I'm just going to make that loop. Okay. And now I want the loop, like the other one, I want this loop to be facing in this direction. So I'm just going to bring this bottom in just a wee bit, and then I'm going to hold the other end here. Actually, let's see if it'll turn. Okay. Just want to make sure it stays right in there. Okay, just make sure it's nice and straight. So we have that. So with here, we're going to add, I have lotion on my hands, so it's a little sticky right now. I mean, a little slippery right now. I'm trying to figure out which end is which here. Okay, let me open this end because I can't. It's hard to tell sometimes. All right, so I'm going to open this, and I'm going to slip this on. I'm going to close this back up. Okay. And then from here, oops. Sorry about that, guys. This is where the jump ring goes, so give me a second. Forgot the jump ring. Alright, where's that end? Here it is. The jump ring goes here. My apologies. So we're going to go ahead and add that jump ring. Since I had that open, because I'm going to have to open the jump ring now to attach it to the other one. It's so tiny. Alright, so let's open up the jump ring. And now I'm going to go ahead and add this. Okay. Oops. Okay. And now just a matter of opening up our ear wire here. And then I'm going to go ahead and slip that on. Make sure it's facing the right way. And voila. So now here is the set. Let's see if I can bring that in a little bit. Put that here. All right, so I just think it's so cute that way, and especially having it, you know, having a nice little bevel in that, and that can be done with having your wire slipped right up the middle. Okay. All right, so we're going to put that aside, and we're going to go on with the next one. All right, so this one here is very, very delicate, and to me it's pretty and it's very simple. So I have my Coriana chain. You guys know that I love my stainless steel, so this is all stainless steel here. And I have some of my Coriana here. This is very, very thin. So what I'm going to do is make it so that we can, when we bend it, obviously you don't want to bend it too hard, but enough where you get a loop, okay? And where this won't snap. Okay, it's pretty sturdy, but this is just basically to get a cute little staggered look of just the chain at the bottom. And you'll see here. So you'll want to have one longer than the other, and that choice is up to you as to how long. I chose to cut 5.5 inches here each. That's totally up to you what you want to do, and it's just a matter of making sure that it matches the other one. So what I'm going to do here first is get it to the length on how I want it and how I want it to stagger. Okay, so I don't need it too dramatic, so maybe a wee bit more. So something like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take, this is a 6mm and of a faceted rondelle, and make sure the hole is big enough to get that, get your chain through. This is basically a 0.5, so I guess totally with these two together, it's even less than 1mm here when you put them together. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up as far as I can without snapping it too tightly. Just enough. Okay, and then I'm going to hold it there. And you want to make sure that you want to keep your the chain from crisscrossing, okay? So just keep it straight. So you could just play with it a little bit. Make sure that it is okay, and then just keep your fingers on that, because now the next thing we're going to do is take a crimp bead. Now this one is a little bit larger than your average here. This is the one that I ordered from, I believe it was Annabelle. So I got the really tiny ones, then the regular size ones, and then these ones are a little bit larger. And I'm going to use this so to make sure that the that rondelle stays in place when I crimp this, okay? So I want to make sure I keep that. Okay. So make sure your crimp bead is still up there, and then you can just take your whatever you have, your flat nose. I'm just going to do this here. I'm going to grip onto it and then pull it up to where I want it, okay? Alright. And then just double check, make sure everything is in place. Okay, oops. I don't want it to bend. That's too big. I mean, too small. I don't want that to snap. Okay, so right about there. I know on the camera that looks much bigger than in reality, but it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it a squeeze. Really get it on there. Turn it around just to make sure. And give it a squeeze, okay? So now I have one done. And we're going to go with the other. And I want to kind of make sure it's the same. So if we lay it down. Now, it may not come out perfect, but let's see. All right, so I think that might be good. So I'm going to try to keep this straight. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and put on my rondelle. Let that slide down and then go for the oops. That's why I got 3, just in case I lost one. I can't stand when I lose these. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright, I'm going to let that slide down. Let's see. No. Okay, I want to make sure. Alright, I think it's kind of where I want it to be. I know it's so tiny to see here. See, again, I don't want it to be crisscrossed here. I just want to make sure it's in there. So I want these to be next to each other inside that hole too, because that may cause an issue with turning. All right, it's really not that hard, guys, obviously. Let's see. Okay, I want to just make sure I have it so that I can measure the loops. Make sure they're about the same. Okay. So I'm going to go right about there. Okay. And give it a good squeeze. Okay. And I'm going to turn it around. All right, so there is the second pair, and just add your ear wires. Oops. Okay, there's one, and I'm gonna put that there just so we can kind of see it. Put it right on there. Whatever ear wire you have. I made ear wires with my head pins because they're stainless steel. And there is that set right there. And they're just so delicate. So when they hang off your ears, of course everything looks better when you're wearing them. And there's a set that I have on right now that I will show you. In fact, I'm going to do a tutorial on them, but it's going to be in a different color. I'm just waiting for them. They should be in the mail tomorrow, so, which is Tuesday. Today's Monday, and I have a few days off of work, so I'm happy that I have time to do some videos here. I'm really excited. All right, so what I'm going to do is bring the other stuff out, and we'll be on the third one, and we'll be on the final one, and we'll go from there. And then I can show you some of the earrings that I have made, and I'll show you with them in my ears. Okay, so I'll be right back. All right, so this one here is very contemporary. I'm inspired by some of the photos I was looking at online, and I thought this was adorable because I'm trying to do more contemporary stuff as well. And I think this is perfect. I don't know whether you want to call it Art Deco or whatever. I just think it's more contemporary, and I think that's the category that I will put this in. So here, like I said, is those tubes that I got that have that hole where you can put wiring in, so that you can shape it however you want, or just something to cover up a wire if you're using memory wire. We're going to have a 20 gauge, we have a head pin, and I have, this is my stainless steel chain, and it is, it's about a 3, it's about a 2 by 3 or 2 by 2.5 chain, and that is what I'm going to use to separate my tubes. Okay, and each one I have 7 links. So I got 4 of those. So I have 5 of these tubes, and as you can see, I've made them gradually smaller than the next. Okay, so this is kind of what it's going to be like. Whoops. And I like the integrity of that little curve there. And we'll have that. And I have 4 chain pieces with 7 links each, because they're going to go in between. So there's 5 of these. You need 4 chain, 7 link chain, an ear wire, okay, because these are going to be earrings, 1 ball head pin, because that's going to go on the bottom here. Your 20 gauge is where you're going to use to make the rest of the connections. Okay, and so what I did was I took my I took my awl, okay, and with the tubing obviously you don't get holes, so I had to go and make the holes up the center of each one of these. So as you can see, I have a hole, and I just basically just be very careful when you go to do it, and when it goes through, just be careful, because this is not as easy as that faux leather. And then I just brought it down here, and I did that for each one. Okay, and so with the bottom one, we're just going to start. We're going to put that head pin in, the ball head pin, okay, and that is going to be the very bottom one. And so from here, going to take something to go ahead and bend that so that you can make a loop. And this is stainless steel, so I don't need to do a wrap. And for these earrings, they're pretty light, so you don't need to do a wrap loop. You can just do the simple loops. And a simple loop is just doing exactly this. So if you're new and you don't know how to make loops, so I usually take mine right about there, and then take my round nose pliers, and I usually go to my mark. If I feel like I've cut it a little bit too short, I'll go right before it, and I will just make my loop. Okay, okay, so you're going to have that loop just like that, and then you could do whatever you need to do to straighten it out, because it will get bent in the process. So try to straighten that out as much as possible. Oops. Okay. Figures. Getting off on the wrong foot here. Oops. Okay. Well, just know that you're going to have that one, your loop on that one. And then what you're going to do for the rest of these is use your 20 gauge. If you have a 22 gauge, that's fine too. It is a little bit thinner. These are not heavy, so I think you can get away with a 22. 18 gauge might be too. It'll go through the hole because, this is flexible, but the loops will look too thick. So you don't want to go above a 20 gauge. So essentially what you're going to do is just do what you normally do to make a loop. So you can use your wire straightener. Let's see if I get that. Straighten that out. And I always like to cut the ends here just to make it flush when I'm making my loops. Okay, so I'm going to go pretty much on my mark. I found it easier to take and make that bend in there instead of using my round nose. It's kind of hard to see with the round nose. And then I'm just going to snip off a little bit off because it's still connected to the spool. Okay, and you're going to do that for each one of these here, and for the rest of them. So just go through that hole that you made. Just be gentle because you don't want to keep bending your wire. Okay, so from here I'm just going to go ahead and make another simple loop, and it's probably best to use one of these to bend because this is so flexible. It might be hard to just actually bend the wire. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and again snip. And make my loop. Okay, and if we need to straighten them out, again, you can just take to make them so that they're facing the same way. Okay. All right. Now go ahead, and I'm going to go get these done, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished all these here. And as you can see, it's going to look like that. And now I'm going to connect the chains. And I did want to give you at least the sizes that I'm using. Of course, you can make this any size you want and as dramatic as you want. I have this at a 1/2 inch. This is an inch and a half, an inch and, let's see, is it an inch and 3/4? And this is almost 2 inches. So I didn't want it to be so perfect, but give it that contemporary look with an organic look to it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and connect these, and we'll be done with that. So like I said, you can have as many links as you want. You can have it down to 3. I have 7 to kind of give it also a dramatic look at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. So I'm going to go ahead and of course the odd numbers are probably best to use when it comes to chain, the odd number links. But that's totally up to you. You can, if you have this kind of tubing, go for it. Just play around and see what you get. And I think I cannot wait, absolutely cannot wait to get my black and red to come in. I'm going to, I've already drawn up some designs of things that I want, and I absolutely cannot wait to get them done because, I do want a contemporary look also, but it to be simple enough, for others to make, so I hope that, some of the inspiration that I got from online, but tweaking it to my own, I hope that it'll be an inspiration for you guys. I really do enjoy making jewelry. Like I said, it's not always easy to sell this stuff. I don't have money to go purchase, a place at some fair that I'm not guaranteed that I'm going to make the money, and I'm just going to end up losing out on money. So I'm trying to come up with other ideas for me to, perhaps sell my stuff. I do have a very large driveway. It's almost like a parking lot. So, and I'm at the corner, and it's like everybody drives by in this neighborhood. So I think I just may be doing something like that. Just set up a table and put out my stuff, and then just throw up some signs around town and see if anybody will come by, because, with some of the other stuff that I make, soaps and creams and things like that, hopefully I can do something. I just think it would be fun. And, I get a lot of compliments on my stuff, but it's like, I don't know, there's an element missing that, that isn't, I don't know, that draws people in, I guess, to really want to purchase it. And, I'm very old-fashioned, so I want to do a lot of things the old-fashioned way. So that people can touch and feel, and it's all about touching the product. To me, it's so much better than to try to purchase something if you don't actually know what it feels like and whether it's going to work on you as far as earrings and things go, because a lot of times the pictures that they put up may not be an actual representation of what is here. So I want people to be able to see it and feel it, smell it, taste it, whatever whatever they're gonna do, okay? Because I want people to enjoy this stuff. I enjoy making it. Why not enjoy what it is that I have made, so yeah, I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because I'm very simple. I don't think I should, to me, honestly, you don't need to complicate something or to go so crazy and out of your way just to sell an item. I think that they have really complicated this whole thing of just selling an item that you make, to it's just so ridiculous at this point. So, and I don't believe in that. I believe in simplicity. So you don't have the headache. You'll still be able to enjoy your creativity at the same time, perhaps seeing whether your business will grow or not. I won't go on Etsy. I've heard too many horror stories. I've done a little bit of research on that, and I'm not too happy with how these so-called corporations that were for the people really are not for the people. So I think it's just time for people to go back to the old way and the simple way, and not have a middleman be stealing money from you. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'm about. All right, so we're going to connect this. And, I want to be able to, create this stuff, share the knowledge. And, hopefully those who might have a simple way of doing something to sell their stuff, certainly pass on the knowledge. I think it's very helpful for those who might be struggling or don't know what to say, what to do, or where to even look. I think it's important that we don't hide so-called industry secrets, as they say. I'm not about that. And I think some of you already know that, because I have shown many things on videos here to help you with even things such as making sure your metals don't tarnish. And that video is still here on Wendy's channel. And I think it's very helpful if you want to be able to obviously make things not with silver and gold, because we don't have the money for it, but certainly to be able to not have your pieces tarnish. So yeah, if you haven't seen that video, it's there, and you'll see it, if you just kind of skim through the videos that have been up for the last few months, so you'll see it. All right, and guys, that looks like that is done. Let me just open this a wee bit. I am going to put this on. Let's see. I think I've pinched my fingers numb today. I'm doing so much wire work, I can't even hardly feel my fingers now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. All right, look at that. Oh my, oh my. So I'm going to be trying these on. I cannot wait to get the red and black. That is going to look so hot and just so sharp. So this is the other one. This is the one I first did. Okay, so what I did was I had to pause it for a second. So I discovered that I wanted to add 3 more link chain here to separate the ear wire from this loop, because I just felt this was too close, being that my ear wires are, they're the smaller ones. They don't have the coil and the ball to bring it down a little further. So I decided I was going to add a 3 link chain on each side. So if this is the kind of ear wire you're using, or you make your own, you can always put a 3 link or a 5 link chain in between this first tubing to your ear wire, just to separate that so that they're not so close together. But yes, these to me are adorable, and I'm going to try them on. I'm going to show you a twisted one that I've made. Also, you guys have seen this one already. And these here, which I think are just, they're so dainty, so perfect. And I don't know, I just like this delicate look to it. And I like my Coriana chain here in stainless steel, because it's just kind of has that nice, smooth, silky look to it. And so I'm going to take those, and I'll be right back. I'm going to show you the twisted ones that I've made. And let's see, was there other ones? Yeah, I did. All right, so I'll be right back, and I'll show you some of this other stuff, and then I'll show you I'll put these on, and I'll put the twisted ones on for you, okay? All right, so these are a few of the other ones that I have made. Now, these here, these are from the Gemstone Orphanage products that I've had in the last couple of months. These here, these pearls here, some of you recognize that from previous earrings. And I just love doing different things with what she has, what they have in their box. So it's just amazing. So I just made these cute little ones here for my niece, and we're going to be going camping in a few weeks. So I figured she's getting her ears pierced again, and she keeps not taking care of them. So, you know, they keep closing up on her. So I just figured I'd make her something simple to start with after she finishes her 6 weeks or whatever. And she does like pink, so I figured, okay, I'll do that. These here I just made with the silk. This is silk ribbon, and I just took some wire, wrapped it around there with a jump ring, and these are adorable. They're adorable on. These here I'm also going to be doing in black and red. I cannot wait. And they're just I tried them on, they're absolutely gorgeous. So I am going to show you these here also, kind of that same concept as the first one of the first sets that we did. And I put the freshwater pearls at the end, and with the disc faceted bead here, same thing. And those look absolutely stunning on. They're gorgeous. These look stunning on. It's amazing. And these here, very simple. Just took some of that Coriana chain with a couple of the iridescent bead here. It's got the greens and teals on one side and the pinks and purples and yellows on the other side. Just a little barrel bead, and just put a little, just kind of went through and put a crimp bead in there and close up that shell, and it was that simple. And so I think what I'm going to do is try these on here, and so I can show you what they look like, and I'll be right back. Okay, so you ready, everyone? And I apologize for my background. I'm still rearranging again. It's very hard. I have a very tiny little space here, and don't mind my hair. Ooh, it's like, see, it's all frizzy. But yeah, it's the allergies and everything. See, my eyes are still red. I'm sure you guys can see that. But yeah, so I wanted to put these on. I'm so excited. Here, let's see if I can get it in there. But I just absolutely love these, and I cannot wait for the black and red ones. They are going to be just stunning. So even though these were not easy, so when I do the tutorial, please be patient with me. But as you can see, it's got a nice twist, also inspired by some photos that I was looking at, and just lovely, just lovely. Now, you can, when you switch these, you'll find that these will look like they're more frontwards, and these will be towards the back. So again, when you do them, make sure, well, and I'll show you when I do the video. So so that's one set. But isn't that just amazing? And it looks so different when it's on compared to when you're just trying to show them in the camera. You honestly have to have them on to show to people. It is just, to me, it's stunning. So, all right, so here we go. I'm gonna show you the other ones here, and we'll do the finale with the contemporary one here. So let's see, these ones, of course I should probably wipe them down so that they can sparkle. All right, because I got my fingerprints all over them. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and you know, finding ways now, new ways, and getting some, you know, great advice and help. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? And so when you're walking out in the sun, and these will sparkle. They're just, it's so pretty. So pretty. And I just, again, I love the freshwater pearls that is in, like I said, it's the Gemstone jewelry. Yeah, Gemstone Orphanage. Oh, I get that mixed up. Gemstone Orphanage. It's a subscription box, and that is from the homestrungjewelry.com. These guys are amazing. Just so many things you can do with what they have, and hopefully it'll get my creative juices going, because I'm really getting excited, and I think it's working. So I'm really excited to get things moving when it comes to my jewelry and stuff like that. Okay, so there's that one. All right, now I'm going to put on these because I have not tried them on, so this is going to be the first. Let's see. Yeah, very simple. I didn't need anything crazy. Just wanted something simple, you know, because the length itself, I think might grab the attention of others to be like, So, you know, you are a walking billboard if you are going to be doing, wearing your stuff. And, you know, again, I do want to try to do contemporary stuff as well, and simple, elegant stuff. And I want to, you know, I try to look around at what people are wearing, you know, as necklaces and earrings and stuff like that. And I've just been focusing on earrings for now, because it's so versatile with earrings. On necklaces, it can get really, really tough. And I'm sure some of you know that already. But yeah, and I think as something as simple as this, it just looks so cute. All right, so now, let's see. Well, I'll put these in. I think everybody knows what little tassel earrings look like. But, see? Oh, they're so cute. Look. And the color, I just love pink. It almost like it brightens up. It like adds color to your skin. It's so cute. Look at that. Oh, very simple. Maybe we'll do a tutorial on that. I think some of you already know. I just took a couple of strips, but did over through the loop of a jump ring, and then wrapped the top around here with some wire. That's the challenging part, because you got to try to get it to stay. It's not easy. All right, okay, you ready? The grand finale. Grand finale. Here we go. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm getting excited. I'm like a little kid. Oh my goodness, look at how pretty. Ooh. Look at how pretty. See, again, you have to put them on in order to really, really get an idea and the full effect of what you're wearing. I think they are just so cute. And I love that little curve in there. It gives it that nice dimension. All right, so now it's the grand finale. Okay. Sorry, I keep looking at myself because I have to see myself for my earrings, and then I forget to look at you guys. Okay, here we go. You ready? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. All right, hold on, guys. I'm going to try to hide this until I come up. Okay, you ready? Oh my goodness. Look. Oh my. Oh my goodness, look at that. And you can hold on to that and twist it a little bit if you want it to stick out a little bit more. Look. Oh my goodness. This is going to be so amazing when it's black and red. Wow. And maybe I'll do some black and white too. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look. And they're so light. So light. Look. Oh my goodness. That is just adorable. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so like I said, with these, you know, just measure them out and just make sure when you're doing both sides that, you know, you do them whatever size and then gradually go down and just make sure they're even on both sides. Look at, oh my goodness, that is so cute. Ah, talk about shoulder dusters. All right, everyone, I think that's it for now. Yeah. I'll have a few more earrings on the way, and I'm going to work on some really neat necklaces. So everyone, I hope that you have a wonderful day. God bless, and walk with God. He just loves you so much. He is in you, you are in him, and just walk in that just glorious spirit. He loves you. So everyone, God bless, and we will see you again. All right, bye-bye.